freaking clients that write me, I smoke weed and I'm fat because, well, don't smoke it.
You didn't get fat. You got fat because you got hungry. Ate everything.
Yeah, you just using an excuse. Don't freaking eat. Smoke your weed, then don't eat after.
That's hard for some people, man.
So don't smoke it till you're done eating for the day.
We're definitely going to talk about that for sure. It's going to be a fun one. Is there any benefit? Okay, this is from Emmett Butler. Is there any benefit of detriments to main gain, lean bulk on higher calories due to lots of cardio versus eating less and doing less? Besides the obvious cardiovascular benefit.
So I took that as, is it better to do a shitload of cardio and eat more, or do less cardio and eat less? I would say right in the middle.
Or whatever you prefer.
No, not what you prefer, but right in the middle. We're talking about optimal.
Optimal? Well, some people more.
Is it better to do no cardio and eat less, or a shitload of cardio and eat more,
middle.
Or in the middle?
If you're looking at the benefits, all of it, cardiovascular.
Because no cardio isn't healthy.
Cardiovascular health is good, and then eating enough, not getting too stressed for blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle, like in the middle. Too much. I mean, if I did 2 hours of bike riding a day.
In the middle is usually the answer for everything.
Moderation.
Moderation. You want to be in the middle. You don't want to be the guys doing way too much or doing way too less. You want to be right there floating in the middle, right? You don't want to yell as much as Greg, but you don't want to be as chill as me. You want to be in the middle of me and Greg.
I am in the middle. There's somewhere between Gordon Ramsay and myself.
You were not a middle. You were the end.
Gordon Ramsay.
Who's that?
Chef Ramsay? Oh. The chef guy that screams and curses and like...
I don't know, man. Pretty up there.
He has that kitchen, Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, you scream more than that for sure. And you're in there like this.
Maybe I am more.
Why can't? Yeah.
Do I yell more than Chef Ramsay?
100%.
Louder?
100%. You gotta look at it for like the.
He has more anger.
But you gotta look at it for the amount of time that you're on camera, how much yelling's done in that time frame. He's on there for maybe 20
Maybe
30
I just
minutes.
speak loud.
You're louder for a shorter period of time than he is for a longer period of time, so you scream more.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
He screams louder when he gets mad. He's more like, he's like really like put you down more than me.
What's the hardest obstacle you've both had to overcome throughout your bodybuilding career? Ooh.
The hardest one has been my elbow for me.
Really?
The second hardest one was my hip surgery.
What?
And then my third hardest one was my knee injury. And then my fourth hardest one was my elbow leg.
That's your obstacle? Was that?
Yeah, injuries. All injuries.
Injuries are hard.
Nothing else is an obstacle for me. It's the only obstacle I have.
Really?
What else is there?
I don't know. I think the
food, money, travel.
House arrest?
How is that an obstacle?
That was an obstacle for anybody. People can break down from that for sure. No one recovers from that. That is an awesome success story.
That wasn't an obstacle.
That is an amazing success story.
I felt like that's not an obstacle at all.
You went from having this, lost your contract.
Well, I lost everything.
Everything. That's not an what the. I would rather hurt my. I tore my ACL. And I tore all this. That would be
LCL, lateral.
That's hard to recovering from an injury, recovering from a
that's just a reputation thing.
No, that's like not a reputation. I don't think it's more like
Greg's so bad he sold.
No, I'm not talking about like morals like that. I'm talking about like having to lose what you have and then gain it back
like
even
more.
Teaching careers.
So lost my teaching career
in one sitting, in your contract.
No one wanted to talk to me because they thought they'd get arrested.
Okay, listen. Let me just. I have to talk for. This is why I was put into Greg's life. Because he's not so hard, okay? Greg lost. Okay, so the year I met him, he won his pro card. One pro card. All right, bam. Busted for whatever, okay? Loses his contract with his sponsorship. Loses his teaching degree, his teaching contract. He'll be able to teach anymore. Great, unbelievable contract with Mute. Unbelievable. One of your better ones you could probably have. Old school contracts. That's kind of good. Teaching done. Can't teach anymore ever again. Loses all that money coming in. No one's trying to hire him anymore because the stigma of all that bullshit, right? While this was happening, I'm going through my own shit and then meeting Greg. So we got to kind of experience these things together. I got to watch it. So for me, in my head, I would like, that would be way more harder to overcome than hurting your freaking elbow.
I didn't see it as an obstacle because I knew it'd come back.
Yeah, but I know, but still, even if you know you're going to come back, it's still, if you had to really weigh him off, like, you know what I mean? Like, I lost everything and then I gained it back. I hurt my.
I guess it's the mental versus the physical. I just lumped it as what physically was the hardest.
You can come back. You come back from.
But even the mental of the physical was tough.
I love returning from injury.
I never ever thought I'm not going to be back. I never ever thought, oh, I'll never make money. I knew I could coach.
Yeah, but it's still an
obstacle.
It's still for anybody. My cousin would do the same thing. For anybody who loses, even if you just made the wrong decision with stocks and lost, or burned your house down, you lost everything.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I lost everything, and I'm gonna build that back up with that uncertainty of like not making whatever, getting hired again. Like you hurt your ankle, no one's like, I'm not gonna hire you.
So like I'm flat broke with no money, and I have a box, and my computer monitor's on the box, and I'm floor gang. I'm literally have no chairs. I'm sitting there. My mattress is on the floor. I have not 1 cent to my name. My friends are donating plastic spoons so I can eat, and I'm taking my master's degree to get my master's in kinesiology, and I'm studying. I'm doing this all in the summer. I'm traveling, hitching rides and stuff. And I'm trying to pay off this friggin' fine and my lawyer fees. I still owe 25 grand.
I watched all of that.
Pay that.
I watched all of that happen.
But I'm not thinking, oh, this is going to stop me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get this.
He didn't say stop. He said obstacle. He said the hardest obstacle. And you think, okay, anyway. I think that's his hardest obstacle.
I knew I would be able to do it. I'm like, it's just a setback. But it's not like...
Setback obstacle.
This, I didn't know if I could get my muscle back. In my head, I was like, even though this is shit, and when I had the hip operation, and the doctor is saying you can never do squats again.
I don't understand.
Yeah, but the surgeon is saying you have to quit. You can't power.
I tore my ACL in 2008.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, it's torn, it's gone. I'm like, no, it's not. I haven't seen an MRI. I don't really give a shit what you say. It's not gone. And by the time I got the MRI, 3 months later, I was squatting.
Man, I mean, I'm walking the dog, and I'm like, babe, you have to, like, the injuries was the scariest
those are the ones that are like, yeah, the fight back from those are awesome. Like, that being... Anyway, to each his own. Anyway, for me, it's just what was my obstacle? I go through a lot of stuff, man. Lots. Mental health stuff for me has been an obstacle, but I made it through. So I've never been stuck in like, I've always had this like drive to keep going. That's what helped me continue to go. But yeah, I've been through not just the bottom of the career, but I've been poor, I've been garbages, I've been through it all. So that was the hardest part, being in my head mentally, going through a lot of mental health issues, and then being able to cope with that, getting out of it, and getting on top and still winning. So when Greg was going through all his crap, that's a whole other thing we'll talk about. It's awesome. It's a good story, because that's why we're here today. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. Anyway.
That's a long answer to that question.
Yeah. We'll cut that off now. Actually, we're gonna do another. I'm gonna do another video. We're gonna answer all these questions. We're gonna do a lot more.
You do a separate video, just that one.
The one question.
Answer.
You literally could.
Yeah, I would if I was you.
Well,
it's long enough for one video.
Maybe I will.
I'd be like, "What's your biggest setback?"
We're gonna do the video on the movement.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That would send chills, people. People would be like, "Wow."
Oh yeah. That would be fun.
That would be good.
Well, we basically called this whole freaking thing.
Yeah. Prophetic. We call this stuff
up.
Well,
that's why I said it's not the biggest setback, because all along we thought, well, it's just not gonna.
But there's setback, but they didn't set us back. Ooh, setbacks that didn't set us back. Kept going.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll do a whole video on that one. That's gonna be pretty sweet. Anyway, we'll cut this off short.
Yeah, we do more sets.
Yeah, no more sets. Anyway, next time, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow and subscribe to the channel. And hit that subscribe button. Sorry, subscribe button. Hit that like button and the notification button. So when I put a video, you can see everything that I post immediately. And for coaching, hardcore.training02@gmail.com. And until next time, keep dream chasing. Peace.